34. Came in the last minute and he won. So when you try to use the security agencies to harass people, it will come to a time when it will turn against you.
But
finally, even you saw what Bashir did in Sudan. You know, the way he used the military, the police. But it came to a time when even the military told him, no. Now you have killed enough Sudanese people. In fact, we are going to arrest you. And they arrested him. And as we speak, he's in jail. Let's not push our country to that level. You know, our constitution is so progressive. Eh? It sets up Kenya as a multi-party democracy in Article 4. And we should compete. The only thing that makes us not to fight with Waheshimiwa here is because we are competing on ideas. That's how democracy should function.
But are we competing on ideas?
No, the government has become violent.
Oh, come on.
But we just need to ask ourselves, should we also question our brand of politics?
Yeah.
Because what is being spewed from podiums, they are not issues. You know, these are personal attacks, these are personal politics.
It's just
your vitriol verbalizing that we can hear, from...
Maybe you should elaborate. Who is doing that? It's happening from both sides.
No,
it's happening on both sides.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Should we question our brand of politics? Because...
So, have you seen anybody attacking the people who have a contrary view? They go to wherever. I've seen them come to Nyamira. They do their rally. They finish, they go.
Thank you.
You should reciprocate the same. If I go, to do a meeting in Nyamira, allow me to say what I have got to say.
Yeah.
And anybody breaking the law.
I think Senator is having all the time talking.
Anybody breaking the law, just calm down.
Yeah, because you've spoken the entire session.
Anybody, when you spew facts, they hurt. Just cool down. If anybody breaks the law, we have the Penal Code, we have the National Cohesion Act. You can arrest me or anybody else. But coming in to shoot at people through tear gas does not reflect a country that respects our democratic ideals.
Thank you. Elachi.
Dibal, we must accept as politicians what we are doing is absolutely not right for the country. All of us. Whether it is us in the broad-based or who. And it didn't start with broad-based, it started way back. It is something we are so used to. Even during Matiangi's time, those things they were just doing. They have never stopped. And so my senator cannot think it will stop now. Because even when we were there with him, with my former president, we used to do it. And the worst is, we never care. I am sorry to say today, as politicians, when young people are left there, gone, when their time is not right, that untimely death that is not supposed to be there. And it is because of just one thing. Just sitting down, first of all, with young people and agreeing yourselves as a team that we are going. Anyone who snatches something of someone, you have your boys to make sure that young man cannot go far and return the thing of that person. We do a lot of mistakes and ignore. There are those who are not in our rallies, but they're just passing. But our young people, you just see, they've snatched and they have gone. So we find ourselves in those crises because we have refused to sit down with them and just say, in this rally today, we must protect those who are not with us and ensure nobody speaks anything that is not yours. That is the first mistake we do. And our young people, with the excitement they come with, they just feel it is something good they are doing. And even now, right now, someone has written to me, one of our boys who went, the piki-piki also went. He wants us to try and help him to get the piki-piki. So all those things we do as politicians is wrong. Go to an area, meet the people of that area. Don't move with people from thousands and thousands of kilometers, now taking to an area they don't know how to exit, they don't know where to start from, they have no idea. When now danger comes, that's why we end up making them going. And us, we shall enter the cars and zoom as if nothing happened. And we continue. That has to stop. Let us go to an area and address the people of that area. Tell them the issues you have come to say, and leave. But we are not doing that. All of us are carrying people. We carry with the buses, we carry with everything to make a rally be big. But you have left, there was no vote there. Because how was it your vote or not your vote when you have just gone to just speak? That is the mistake all politicians must accept. But this thing of us having blood on our hands, we must stop. And I want to tell Senator, you wrote on the papers you are the 90s. Don't go back on that thing of where young people will die in your rallies, whether it's the police shooting or who. Always ask yourself, when I started thinking about this meeting, how did I address the young people we moved with? That should be the thing.
I think I also want to join and say it's very sad to have lost a young life by the name Vincent, I think Ayomo, a 28-year-old young person. Sincere condolences. And it's very sad to lose a young person in their prime age. Secondly is, I know this year is going to have an octane politics. I did mention that earlier because there's, there are new formations that are coming up. There are people who want to identify with a particular segment, a constituent, say the young people now, because this is also a constituent that probably, like what is happening in ODM, that caste split that is in there. And it's as someone, as Moshmo has mentioned, I think we need to take responsibility. There have been so many theatrics in this game of politics. Sometimes, and everything, it is easy to give a punch back on government and say, the government has done that, because it's an easy one. There are some scenarios, situations that have always been, hard, people create, they go for a rally, some people even have tear gases, you throw the tear gas there just to disperse, all these gymnastics, to do what? To create attention. I am actually also aware that there were some of these rallies where people were being picked from, some sections of the city, and they were being transported there to create an illusion, all right?
Really?
And some of them go there. Of course, you would expect also there are some people who go there with different notions and ideas. And therefore...
But people just follow.
Yeah, it's an illusion so that the other people will look as if
it was not organic?
No, yeah, it's not organic. Some of them are actually artificial for the purposes of creating an image.
But it's good also to have substantiation.
Well, I'm the one who is speaking, so give me time. So I was very sad also.
Me and I'm asking you also a solid question.
It was very sad also to hear.
You should ask me.
It was very sad to hear Senator Mogeni here.
We are all politicians, Dibal.
It was very sad to hear Senator Mogeni begin to compare Kenya with failed states. Our country is way above. In fact, an island in this region in terms of democracy.
Which failed state did he mention?
He was talking about Sudan. He was talking about those countries that are now going through problems and trying to compare Kenya with those kinds of countries.
Did you mention Sudan?
So yes, he did. He did. I was very keen to listen to him because he wants to always project, the government.
Yet he's still sleeping in the failed state.
Exactly. He's still in the failed
state. In what context was he mentioned this?
You need to be very keen. He was talking about, Bashir, the president that is in jail and those kinds of things. So I think it's still my time again, Senator.
I can only pray for Mheshimiwa.
Therefore,
if you can't process,
well,
let him finish.
No. I was very keen in listening to him. So I wish to say that Kenya is a country, and I think the President of the Republic of Kenya has over time and again expressed in how he wants our country to be run. I think the future and where we are going, if you don't have ideas that you'll be sharing in rallies and talking of the agenda of where you want to take this nation, it will be a big problem going into the future. It is not going to be theatrics, because I was very keen also to listen to when they were talking in those rallies, and you really want to hear what are the content of what do they want to take this country. And unfortunately, the only way they can survive is theatrics.
Sloganeer?
Because
one time